I'm speaking pretty freely here, but I talk honestly about it. I'll tell one more story. I wrote a book called Unconditional, The Call of Jesus to Radical Forgiveness. Sold very well. It was published by Charisma. This is Stephen Strang and that whole bunch. And they were very excited about this book. They kind of made it their book of the year for this publishing company. They really promoted it. They're scheduling me for all these programs. And I'm just talking about the call of Jesus to radical forgiveness. This is a good thing. But then they scheduled me to be on the Paula White show. I said, I'm not going to do that. I just told the publicist, not going. So you're already scheduled. Well, yeah, but I'm not going. Yeah, but you're scheduled. Yeah, well, I won't be there. And this went on and on. And finally, Stephen Strang himself called me up. He said, Brian, her show's huge. I said, oh, I know. And a lot of people to hear about your book. I said, no doubt. And a lot of people would then want to buy your book. And then he said, well, I know. I understand. I understand that she's been divorced, but I know about the story and it's not really her. I said, it has nothing to do with that. He said, well, what is the problem? I said, Steve, it's like she belongs to a different religion than I do. We're not in the same religion. We use a lot of the same words, but it's a different religion. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'll give you an example. Now, listen, this is 2010, 11. This is not 16. I said, for example, Paula White regularly has this Donald Trump guy on her show, this reality TV fake billionaire who is everything that the Sermon on the Mount is not, and she fawns over him simply because he's rich. I don't want to be anywhere near associated with that kind of so-called Christianity. That's quite a story, huh?